video. And in this video, I just want to talk about therapy. I believe anyone who has been through trauma in their lives or anything of that nature needs to go to therapy. I'm serious. Okay. Alright, there's two sisters I know. And I mentored both of them. Really, I mentored the older sister. I mentored her a lot. And we became close, like soul sisters. And so about 3 years later, she got her sister on at the job. And her sister been there for a year now. Well, something happened to where one of the sisters didn't feel right about something that was done. She felt like it was done behind her back. And she's highly upset. And when she called her sister was talking crazy to her. So now I guess the sister's trying to call her back to explain herself. She don't want to hear it. And I'm like, man. I get a text message this morning, call me when you have a chance. I knew it was some bullshit. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? So she told me the situation. And I feel where she's coming from because it just felt like, she'd been done dirty. Like really done dirty. And I was like, look, you need to calm down. If you just found something out the night before, you need to calm down. Cry, grieve, do what you gotta do, and calm down. And after you calm down, when you're ready to talk to your siblings about the situation, then you talk to them. And then, crazy thing is, later on down in the day, the sister called me and said, I need to talk to you when I get off work. I'm already knowing what's going on. And I was like, okay, yeah. So she probably will be calling me within an hour. So I'm just like, family go through stuff. True, it's true, family go through stuff. I'm not getting paid to give out opinions and stuff, but they do value what I say. And I'm like, okay, maybe I do talk, what I say makes sense. But they need therapy. For one, I don't know how they grew up. They from Illinois, and I don't know how they grew up. But it could be some traumas that's there, and something is being triggered. Now, one of the girls did say something, and it kind of puzzled me because I don't want to put her business out here in the street. And I was like, damn, if you feeling a certain way about something, you need to get some therapy. Now we can run around here and buy these damn $200, $230 pair of shoes. We can sit there and go out to eat, spend like $300 on some food or whatever, take these lavish vacations and at the beach or at the cabin or out of the states or out of the country. We could do all that stuff. You need to go ahead and pay for some therapy. Like, for real. As a black person, or a melanated person, it is imperative that you get therapy. It is imperative. Because we all have been through some stuff. Like, I'm a Gen X. So, my parent was a baby boomer. And these baby boomer parents was, I don't even want to talk about that. But anyway, get some therapy. I've gotten therapy. I'm going back to therapy. And therapy works because, for one, the stuff that you're harboring, you're getting it out. You're actually getting it out. And it feels good to get it out. It's better out than in. To be honest, it's better out than in. And people just don't want to pay for it. No, I don't want to pay for that. That shit costs too much. But you about to get them Air Forces, or you gonna get that vacation, or you gonna buy those rims for this truck. Come on, man. Which one makes sense? Buying the shoes or getting some mental help? Getting mental help makes more sense. I'm just saying. If it came to me buying a pair of shoes that I like or getting some help, I'm going for the help because I already have plenty of shoes. So I'm not worried about any shoes. I'm going to go and get that help that I need, the therapy, and I would suggest anyone else who comes to me to get some therapy. Now, when these young ladies call me, I will not discuss with each other what the other person said. I'm not going to, for each party, I'm not going to discuss, well, your sister said this, and well, your sister said that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to listen, and I'm just going to suggest therapy. Like, if you're going to be somebody's friend, you want to tell them the truth. Not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not trying to be on your side or be on your team. But I do know that they need some therapy. And I would do the best that I could to help them in the situation that they're in, because, for one, there's a lot of miscommunication. They're not communicating. And then there's a lot of assumptions. And when you assume shit, you make an ass out of yourself. First 3 letters of assumption. So they need to talk. That's the problem. We get mad at each other. We shut our communications off. We talk to everybody except for the person you're mad at. And I'm like, wait a minute. How you not want to talk to your sister when she's calling you to try to talk to you, but you want to talk to me about the situation? I don't even know what's going on. I can only tell you I can only give you advice based on what you told me. I cannot sit here and say, yeah, girl, you need to do this, that, and the other, because I don't know anything about the situation. Now, the sister's going to call me about 4:30 and tell me her version of the situation. And I'm just, I just straight out tell them, look, y'all need some counseling. Because y'all got a lot of stuff, traumas and stuff that's buried. And y'all need to get that out. Now, the older sister, she told me something, and I was like, damn, what she just told me was a trauma trigger. And I'm like, and I was at work when I was talking to her, and I was like, no, you might need to get some therapy. And that's what I'm going to say to both of them, because to be honest, I'm not trying to be on anybody's side. I'm just being a listening ear. Almost like a mediator. But I'm not going back and say she said this and she said that and all that stuff. That's not going to happen, because that what causes more confusion. But yeah, go ahead and get that therapy. I mean, it is important. It's very, 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 very important to get therapy. If you don't go to a therapist, you could do some things around the house, like you can write. You could write in a journal, or you could just get a chair and pretend like that person is there sitting in that chair, and you just tell this person how you feel, what happened, and how you feel, and go from there. But to just hold on to the stuff and being angry, that is not healthy. That right there will cause you to have a lot of health issues. And you do not want those health issues. Like to say, you don't want them problems. No, you do not want those problems. So, my suggestion is get your therapy. Most jobs have therapy. At mine, it's like $6 a session. So it's like I think you get 10 free sessions, and then after that it's $6 per session. So that is affordable. That is relatively cheap. You just got to get the person that's there for you. If you already have somebody like your grandmother, your granddad, that's great. Continue that mentorship. Whatever it is, talk to your people, but get that therapy. It works. It's healthy, and most Black people are seeing the benefits of getting therapy, and things is working out well in their life. So I'm gonna get up out of here, get ready for this call so I can tell this individual, go to therapy. As a friend and a mentor, this is what I recommend you do. Because I'm not going to sit here and do a smear campaign, because that's not what I do. I'm not going to do a smear campaign, and I'm not going to just go back and tell her what you said and vice versa. It's not going to be that type of party. Get yourself together. Both of y'all calm down. When y'all ready to talk, then you talk. But you cannot talk and listen when you're highly upset and acting irrational. So, like I said, get the therapy. Peace.